combination of the videotapes and Ouimette's testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiz, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.
Hello, folks. Here we are, Monday, July 11th, 7/11. Welcome. Let's see if we can say hi to the rest of the folks in here. Hi, Julie. How you doing? Julie M. You told me to look for your name. From Iowa City. George, Montgomery, Illinois. Good to see you, George. Don Chichaport. How you doing, buddy? Chris Rudd. Well, if Anthony gets here, it'll be priceless. And you're looking forward to the show. Jim Jager, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Hi, how you doing, guy? Maria. Hi, Maria calls me Billy instead of Red. Maria is Diane's granddaughter. How you doing, sweetheart? There's Anthony. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Howdy. We got Justin Brennan Jr. Good afternoon from Boston. Good afternoon to you, sir. John Pender. Good afternoon, sir. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Good afternoon. Get all our good afternoons out here. Not a bad day. Good day today. George McNamara. Hello. Hello to you, guy. Well, I thought we'd open up. I haven't done any Mondays on a regular basis because I was ill. And how you doing, RV Doc? We have Roy Munson here, 2,200 hours in Ireland. Okay, you're on the other side of the pond. Spirit of Justice. Nice shirt, Red. You like it? Thank you. Thank you. Hi, William. Bill, how you doing, buddy? Right behind me is the beautiful GTO. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. Luminous Grin. Not snowing yet in Minneapolis. I hope not. Roy Munson. Rocking the Magnum PI. Nick Cage. Rocking the Magnum PI look. No? This is the way it is down here. It's just the way it is, guy. Yes, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I love his cars too. They just don't make them like they used to. Bill Kirschmeyer. You're more than welcome, Red. No water parking, no. I promise you, no. It hasn't. JW. Red, we met, but we didn't, JW. Okay, so now that we got this off, everybody saw the thumbnail. That's a little picture that I put on for the show. And that was a picture of Frank Schweiss in his Hollywood, Florida home in 1985. And you can see him there drinking some orange juice and smoking a cigarette, just laying back. His house was right on the beach. Right on the beach. He had a beautiful home right on the beach. It wasn't really beautiful outside, but inside it was gorgeous. It was a mansion, so they told me. You didn't recognize him? A lot of people didn't. A lot of people did not recognize him. He looks a little bit different there than the photos they showed of his trial and everything else. That's a casual photo of him in his home. So that's why. Anyway, since Redness Days have been filled with laughter and good fun, what we have is a chance for a Q&A, a question and answer. You can pop out the questions and I'll see if I can answer them. And we're going to give out Luria 6214. Some of your names are very difficult. The Shovel. Red, was he retired in 1985? No, he didn't retire. I put him in prison in 1989. We arrested him in 1988, September 15th, 1988. And he went to prison. When he got out 12 years later, he was back to his old games again. And he just did what he did. The topic today is Q&A. Whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever you want to ask me. If you have questions for me, ask me. I noticed that on the last couple Redness Days that people were asking questions in the background, and Adam was too busy with doing something else, so I figured, we'll do another live show with me, and you guys will have me all to yourselves. Julie M. Did he always wear glasses? No. He didn't always wear glasses. He had cheaters that he used to put on when he read. They didn't have top parts like these two. They were just glasses that went across. He used to pull them out and read that way. Anthony from Street Story says, Schweiss is hard to recognize without someone's neck in his hands. Yeah, I'd agree with you, Anthony. Let's see. Big Tuna 815. Did I ever hear of Hugh Radnam involved in the outfit? No, I did not, sir. I did not. Northside Drive. Was Schweiss doing? What was Schweiss doing on the street in the early 2000s? He was. He put the arm on the China Street, Chinatown, and he was working with those guys over there, La Piatra, and basically just extortion, the same things he always did. He was good at it. He's one of those kind of people. You like that answering machine, huh? Well, that's what they used to be. I had one like that, and he didn't like my answering machine. But yet he had one of his own. I never liked to take calls. Okay, Roy. Wait a second. We have two. Well, Roy has two questions. Red, did you ever feel like the feds would be happy to risk your life in order to get a target they wanted? Did they ever push you too far at times? Yes. Yes. I felt that way a great deal. Only with one agent. There was only one agent that made me feel that way, and that was Scott Jennings. As a matter of fact, pushing me too far, Roy, let me tell you something. This guy turned around and told me after he saw a violent tape with Frank Schweiss, we were arguing back and forth. He said, "Why don't you get a man enough to hit you on the camera? Let him take a poke at you." And I said, "That's not my job description." He said, "Well, it's not mine." And I said, "Well, I ain't gonna do it, period. You know, you're out of your fucking mind." That's a quote. Big Tuna, you have another question. Red, I have another question for you, buddy. Was the outfit operating Hot Springs, Arkansas, to your knowledge? No. I know who the Rodman family in Park Ridge. He was not involved in the outfit, period. And the outfit in Hot Springs, Arkansas, was a whole different thing. Chicago they used to go down there, but it's just what it was. Johnny Boy, 1547, how you doing, guy? Hi, Red, I was wondering if you had a crush on Diane. Watched the episodes to you long ago. First, I've been able to catch. Cute dog, by the way. Yes, she is. She's a very cute dog. No, I don't have a crush on Diane. Diane's a friend that I've had for years. I mean, many, many years. And we reconnected. As a matter of fact, just before I went on the show here, we were talking. We talked for 2 or 3 hours. She's just recovering from COVID. And as soon as she gets back on her feet, we're going to have her on the show again. I'll definitely have her on Wednesday, and then we'll have her on Adam's show too. But that's your answer, I hope. Hope it helps. George Wilson, did you know Big Sam? No, I didn't know him. He owned the Villa Rosa Pizzeria in River Grove. I did not know him at all. Hi, Mo. How you doing? Hi, Red. I hope you're doing well. Also, if you don't mind, what motivated you the most in life during your time in Chicago? I would say adrenaline rushes. I mean, excitement, things going on, being involved in what I was involved in. That was the number one motivation. And the number two motivation was money. It was my hobby. I enjoyed making money. You asked me a question, I gave you an honest answer. Bill Crawley, if the German would have hurt you, would you have killed him? And then would have nothing? If the German would have hurt you, would you have killed him and then they would have nothing? Very unlikely that he would have killed me. I was very good at what I did. He was very good at what he did. But I was good enough at what I did. If you're getting into ifs, if this, if that, if I'd have fallen down and broken my leg, or he fell down the stairs and broke his neck, who knows what would have happened? I can't tell you, Bill. I'm sorry. I really can't. Nick Cage. Red, what did you think of what did the fellas think of Tony Accardo? Was he respected, or did they talk behind his back? Nobody talked behind his back. Nobody. Nobody at all. I mean, he was very well respected by everybody, Nick. That's the way it was. Mo, you're welcome. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. You say thank you. Mo says thank you, and hope to see you soon. Thank you, Mo. God bless you, guy. Roy Munson, Mr. Frikisi, is that an open debate when Giuseppe Caso, Grace Scarpa, Roy DeMio, the Gemini crew, the Westies? Okay. We're talking about the New York crowd. Michael Hacker, I know Al Tornabini? No, I did not know him at all. I do know about the pizzeria and everything else. You folks want to do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get the algorithms going for me. I know somebody made a comment in the last video and they said, your algorithms are not picking up. And I said, yeah, I know. I can't do anything about that. But anyway, I'd appreciate it if you folks give me a little help here. Show me a little love. What's the other question? That's what I thought about the Ricardo question. You're right, Chris Wood. Definitely right. Big Tuna 815, during your time as an outfit associate, tell us about the most personal, scariest time? I think the whole, if you took it all together, it was while I was doing the videotapes. We didn't realize it because when we tested the tape recorder that was going through the TV set and everything else, we didn't have the fan on. And when I flipped the switches, when Frank came in, the fan went on. And the fan gave feedback into the stereo system and everything else. It just didn't work right at all. It was very bad. It just didn't work right. That was scary. That was scary for me. Otherwise, there wasn't any scare. I mean, I don't think I was afraid at any time. Thank you, Frank Ferrero. I'm glad you hit it for me. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. 54 watching and only 24 likes? Come on. Give me a break. You guys hate me that much, huh? Roy Munson, you got the questions today. If you could do it all again, would you? Red? Yes, I would. I have no regrets. None. None whatsoever, Roy. No regrets. JW, who is the most well-known person that Frank killed? Well, stay tuned to Witness Day and you're going to find out. It's a very famous person, and I would say all over the world, people knew that person. Very famous. You're going to have to wait till Wednesday, JW. On Witness Day, which is Mob Vlog. Mr. Faguzzi, Red, who was respected the most, Ricardo or Rico? Or were they both respected? I think they were. I think they both were. I really do. And yes, it was Marilyn Monroe, and we will be doing a whole thing about Marilyn Monroe. Some facts that people don't even know, you never knew about them. Documented facts. They're facts. They're not theories or anything else. You'll like it. I'm sure you will. But she was the most famous person they ever murdered. Bill Kirschmeyer. One should live their life as a movie or a book. What you want to see, you would want to see or read. One should live their life as a movie, book, you would want to see or read. I agree. I totally agree. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. God bless you, guy. You know, I wish you'd keep your answers a little bit more tasteful. Whatever your name is, Power. Heroic Power. I don't really like that. If I don't see an apology, you're getting a timeout. That's it. I thought you were an adult. Mr. Ferguzzi, when we talk about Rica Cardo, you have to talk about Murray Humphreys. He was also a very respected man in the outfit, Fred. I believe he was. I didn't hear anybody talk about him, though. The only person I ever heard talk about him was Alvin Johnson Rogers. He was kind of looking up to him. Ryan Brown, did Frank Schweiss kill the Pappas girl? You mean Eugenia Pappas? Because she knew too much. Yes, she did. Yes, he did, rather. And we'll be going into that Wednesday. We got a whole show planned out for you. Last week, Bill Kirschmeyer. Last week took its toll on the oldest, greatest actors. Jimmy Caan, Lawyer Storch, L.G. Jones. You're right. We're losing more people as we go by day. It's really different. Julie, how you doing, sweetheart? By the way, your book is on the way. You admire what I did. I admire what you did. You had a lot of risks and a lot of unknown results. There were a lot of variable factors. There were. Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate it. Ryan Brown, thank you so much. You tell him what. Red, do you know whatever happened to Betty Taco? She went into witness protection, and after she's in witness protection, no. I don't think anybody knows what happens to anybody after they go in witness protection. It's just that way. Outfit boss. Why was Helen Brock killed? Well, almost the same reason Marilyn Monroe was killed. Helen Brock was going to hold a press conference and expose all the hey, down dog. She was going to expose everybody that was cheating them out of hundreds of thousands of dollars in money and buying horses that way. George Wilson. So what name comes to mind for the trucking company, Chicago Trucking Mafia? Teamsters, that's all comes to my mind. Big Tona. Brad, who had the biggest drug problem in the outfit other than Tony Spilaccio? I don't really know. I didn't know he was as bad as he was until he was gone. But I really don't know. I mean, I knew some people that did have problems, but nothing like that I know of. People don't know what happens to you when you go, Mr. Guzzi. People don't know what happens to you when you go into witness protection unless you're Sammy DePaul. And of course, Red. Mr. Fugazi, I was never in witness protection. I went through the undercover division of the FBI. I did not go into witness protection. Witness protection is a whole different ballgame. Ryan Brown saying hi to Duchess, and Duchess is listening to lightning and thunder and saying, "Oh yeah, come on up here, come on." She's saying, "I want to be in your lap." Julia, you say hi to Duchess too, and she's saying hi back to you. Did I ever see any mobsters have any regret for their actions? No. It's the life they chose. I chose my life, and that's the way it is. They chose theirs. I never saw anybody regret. I really didn't. Chris Wood, this year reminds me of 2016. Too many people passing. We're all getting old, but I'm still, Brad, you're still rocking. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm 73. I don't feel like it, but I'm here. Thank you, buddy. The storm just passed by you. It must be on its way over here, Scott. Julie M. She is a sweet puppy dog. She's not a puppy anymore, though. She's about 10 years old. Okay. Nick Cage. What was Tony's brother Michael like? You hear a lot about bad things about him. Being a bully or a braggart? Well, he certainly wasn't a bully. He was no tough guy. I'll tell you that much. Tony was tough. He wasn't tough. And as far as being a braggart, I don't know. I never heard him brag. I did not know him, but I was in liquor establishments like the Birdcage over on Wells Street, not far from me. And I heard him talking to different people, but I never heard him bragging. Outfit Boss. Red, who's in the picture and your thumbnail for the show? I mentioned it earlier. That's Frank Schweiss. In 1985, he was sitting in his home on the beach in Hollywood, Florida. He had a home right on the beach. He was drinking orange juice and smoking a cigarette, just sitting back and resting. Red, Scott H. Red. I'm 66 and feeling great. That's great, Scott. We should all feel good forever. Robert 0969. Hello. How's it going, Red? All the RPs of movie time mobsters. Ray James, Tony and Paul. Easy go, fellas. I guess so. Big Tuna, your grandpa used to say, it's all the way. It is, it's mentally. You know, I've had young gals tell me age is just a number, and I'd say yeah, right. But really, it is. It's part of your mentality. I like younger people around me. It's a lot more comfortable. Carl, Shinleiser or Shinlenzing, Carl Shinlenzing. I hope I'm doing your name right, guy. What were Victor and John like? I didn't know John Spalacho. As far as Vic goes, he wasn't the brightest tool in the shed. He got involved with Kurt Hansen and some other people. Got involved in the murder of Helen Brock, which was a real not too sharp thing to do. Homer Sanders. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Red, which one of your homes did I love the most? Wow. I think the one I loved the most was the one in Las Vegas. I had a house that was in unincorporated county at the time, and when I looked out the back, I could see the mountains, and it was beautiful. It was great for ATVs and just going across the desert. And when I went back and looked, they built subdivisions, deeded communities behind that now. So that was my favorite. That really was. Although I'm happy with this one. I'm really happy with it. I love it. But I would say that was my favorite one. Mr. Faguzzi, Red, did you ever hear anything about Rika Accardo having a row? No, never. They both had too much common sense. Wouldn't happen. Ryan Brown, great video you and Adam did on Robert Cooley. Thank you, Ryan. That was a rabbit I pulled out of my hat at the last minute. Adam always asks me, what are we doing the next video on? Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate it. Scott H., didn't I move to Florida when they arrested Frank Schweiss? I certainly did. He wasn't coming down here. He was in the MCC, and then he went up to Rochester, Minnesota. Bill Kirschmeyer. Watched The Wolf of Wall Street yesterday. Good flick. Almost a porno. Yeah. It had its moments. It's rated adult, and it had its moments. I'll tell you that much. But it had me laughing all the way through it, Bill. I don't know how many of you folks watched The Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's a very good movie. My favorite scene in that is when he drives his car home from the country club, and then they show how he really drove it home. Mr. Faguzzi, Red, that's a great assessment of Rika and Accardo. They ran the outfit tighter than New York ever was, buddy. They certainly did, sir. Pat Ryan, I never knew Pat Marcy was made. Fred Brody was made. Also, Red? I think that's a question. I don't believe he was. I don't believe Fred Brody was made. Outfit boss. Red, what was the last conversation you had with Frank Schweiss? Well, He was on his way out the door, and they were about to arrest him when he got outside. And last conversation was, I told him I was going out of town and I wouldn't be seeing him for a while. And he said, well, have a safe trip. And that was about it. And before that, it was to give him some money. I told him I wasn't going to be around for a while, and I just wanted to kick up some money to him. He told me at the time, I'd have taken it out of my kick. You dragged me all the way down here to give me money? That's your answer. Red, do you miss the porn industry, or do you still have ties to that industry? Robert, 0969. Do I miss the industry? No, it's really developed. It's very different. It's very different now. It's not what it used to be. Anybody that has the internet should know that. Homan Sanders, was Frank fearful of any of the other hitters around him? Yeah, he was. There was a couple that he talked about, and he said, I don't want to jam with them. That's the word he used. I don't want to jam with them. Bill Crawley, Red, where'd you live in Cicero? I lived on 59th Court and 26th. I lived on 61st, not far from the high school, or Morton Jr., whichever. It was really good. Big Tuna's 815. It was really a good movie. To think Wall Street continues to bump and dump. Yeah, when I saw that penny stocks, I was looking at it and saying, "Wow, it's something else. It's really different." Fly me to the moon, Gerard. Red, did Edward Doliak have any outfit connections? Not that I know of. And I think I would have known. He had political aspirations. No outfit connections that I know of. Red, did you know that Tony Ricardo would travel to the South, Florida, and then over to the Bahamas? Yes, I did. Other members that's where he would meet other people. Did I never meet or know Sam Giancana? No, never did. Never did at all. Saint for life. I never met or knew Sam Giancana. Chris Wood, did I ever watch The Freshman with Brando? Yes, I did. I kind of liked it. My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin, I like that one too. They're two good comedies. We're missing a comment here. Is it true, Saint for Life, is it true Frank was involved with the death of Johnny Roselli? It certainly is. Him and Wayne Bach murdered Johnny Roselli in the daytime, and they had to hide the body. Rigor mortis set in, and they had to saw him in half and put him in a 55-gallon drum. They thought that he was going out with the tide, and the barrel was going out. But what it did was it washed around into Key Biscayne in that area. It went through the Florida Straits. That's what happened, Saint for Life. How do I know? Frank Schweiss told me. It's on videotape, guy. Big Tuna. Did Frank ever acknowledge or respect other hitmen from other territories like New York? No. No, he had an ego that would not stop. Big Tuna. He never did. Not that I know of. Fly me to the moon, Gerard. Red, I read your book. I can't remember. Did you know Silas Jane? Yes, I did. I knew Si. I knew Joe LaPlaca, his bodyguard, chauffeur, whatever you want to call him. Julianne, did I ever have much interaction with doves? I assume you mean Joe Yupa. And I had none. No interaction with him. I saw him in the MGM Grand a couple times, but never walked up to him. Wasn't, it really, it wasn't the kind of thing where you walk up to somebody and reach out and shake your hand and say, "Hi, my name's Red, what's yours?" Well, here we go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are going to win today? I have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball. Owen Sanders. Red was crap houses, jail, main source of revenue? You mean his floating crap games? His floating crap games were his main source of revenue. Nick Cage. If you had to estimate how many hits did Frank Schweiss do? Close to 80. Close to 80. That's what we counted. Hit that like button, folks. Give me a break here. Come on. Show me some love. Brad, I meant to mention in your discussion of the offer, if you and Adam knew Lenny Montana Luca Brasi, he was a professional wrestler. No. And I didn't see much in there in the offer about it. I mean, they didn't focus on it. Mr. Fugazi, Red, I love your honesty, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. I try to be as honest as I possibly can. Frank Ferrero, Red, were you writing another book? Just curious. In 2017, I wrote another book. I just didn't release it for a lot of different reasons, some legal and some personal. A lot of things happened in my life after that. 2018, I was hit with a hurricane here that wiped us out, Category 5. I lost my home. I lost everything. It was really rough. And then 2019, it was all kinds of problems, medical issues. My mother passed away on December 13th, 2019. And then after that, we had COVID. It was just a mess. I mean, it has been. Sorry, buddy. George Wilson, what do you know about the Chicago car mafia? I don't know anything about anything called the Chicago car mafia. Once Giancarlo was gone from the honest outfit, Roselli lost a lot of his power because Sam was the guy, talking with the CIA. They were both scheduled to go before the church committee, and they both never made it. Saint for life. But there are other people I know, like Marshall Cafano. He was very close. Marshall was working with me all the time, and he was very close to Sam Giancana, and he couldn't even get his territory back when he got out of prison. that's the way it was. Well, we got 70 people watching and 61 likes. That's not bad. Wish I had some more people watching though. But if I was here every Monday, if I was a responsible YouTuber and I was here every Monday, I'd probably have more people watching. Tim Peroni? Am I pronouncing that right, Tim? So what did you think of... So what did you think gave Frank Slice the order to kill Johnny Roselli if the CIA had Cardo and Bush Sr.? LOL. I'm not really clear on your question. What do you think? So who do you think gave Frank Schweiss the order? It had to come from Chicago. And I would believe at that time, the order would have come down from Ricardo to his crew boss, which was Joey Lombardo. And that's where it would have gone that way. Homer Sanders, Red, was Lenny Patrick a big part of the outfit's connections? He was a good earner. He was a very good earner. He kicked up his money to Gussie Alex. And he was big into gambling. Very big. I know a lot of people respected him. Save for Life, Tim Peroni. You're right. Joe Yupa gave the order. You're absolutely right. Johnny Roselli, the order had to come from Yupa because he was the boss at the time. Come on, Billy. These shows are great. So hit the like button. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. Yo, Bobby. Who are you talking to? Rona. Bobby. Okay, Bobby Big of Donuts. Hey, the two of you know each other, huh? Chris Wood. If it was Chicago, you'd have 70 people watching and 140 likes. Thank you, Chris. It sounds like it's politics again. Big Tuna 815. Hey, Brad, haven't heard when you speak of movie prospects in your life. Any news on there, pal? None that I can tell you at this time. It's an iffy situation. We'll see where it goes. Bill Kirschmeyer, if I hit the like button anymore, I'll get pinched for assault. Oh. Frank Ferrell. What is it with that, Red? I don't know what you're asking me, Frank. Ricky Delta. You like that music in the background? I do too. It gives us character. Huskies Royal and Goodfellas, another movie. In Goodfellas, they really portrayed Tony to be an enforcer that beat up people. Goodfellas? That wasn't Tony. You're talking about Casino. And they did portray him not to be who he really was in real life that I know of. Even Diane, when she was on, she'll tell you Tony was a gentleman. Mr. Fugazi, did Tony Accardo ever gamble? He certainly did, and he won too. Big Tuna, hypothetical question. Do you think Accardo, here we go, I'm guessing again. Accardo would have been allowed to a personal meeting with the CIA? No. That's my personal opinion, and that's about it. No, the Tony and Goodfellas? Bill Kirschmeyer? Okay, here we go. Huskers Raw, yes, Casino. No, Tony was nothing like that in the movie, or in real life, like he was in Casinos. You don't have to be sorry, buddy. That's okay. We got it worked out. One way or the other, we do. '78 Sound. Read that picture of you with the drink. It's so cool. Where did you get where did the years go? That was not of me. That was of Frank Schweiss. Sorry, buddy. I don't know where the years went though, but they all went by good. I enjoyed every one of them. Street Stories. Mr. Splasher was a very nice person. This is Anthony DiMartini talking now. He says, Mr. Splasher was a very nice person. So much so, it was hard to believe what he was accused of. I would agree with you, Anthony. Really. Was Tony Fly Me to the Moon, Gerard? Was Tony soft spoken? Yes, I never heard him raise his voice. Never. Never. And the whole time I knew him. Bobby Bag of Donuts. Red, did you ever anyone give Joey Ayupa the nickname Ambassador? No? I'm sorry, Bobby. Okay, we have a different report. 70 people in here, only 15 likes. Come on, guys. That's Big Tuna talking. Bill Kirschmeyer. Red's crew straightens itself out. No tune-up is needed. Thank you, Bill. Julian. Did most of the outfit guys gamble? Yeah, they did. They really did. Most of them gamble. And I'm not talking about the bosses, but the regular people too. Most associates, they gamble. Homan Sanders, Red, I'll give you credit. You walked a tight line, especially for being a youngster around all those older guys. And back then, typically that's an honor or that's not honored or respected. I think they really did respect me. They must have. They brought me on the inside. Sorry, Homan. I don't understand it fully, but I'm trying. Sean Pender. You know, I couldn't use my sportsbook app in Wisconsin, but Illinois it's legal. Figures. Okay. Didn't know about that. Different state lines, different laws. Mr. Fugazi, he's talking to Anthony DiMartini, Street Stories. That's how it usually was, buddy. All those mob guys were so nice, called nice people. It was just business with these guys. buddy. Jim Magnifici. You seen some recent article in the news about Michael Jordan's father being killed over Michael's gambling problems. What have I heard? Absolutely nothing. I don't follow basketball at all, to be honest with you. Here's another update report. I see 74 watching and 83 likes. Well, that means some people came and left. If it's true, Bobby Magadonis, you get me, guy. Wow. How about I just say Apollo? Hiya, Red. How's it hanging? Well, like it usually does. Campy 15, Robert 0969. Campy 15 likes. I see 51. Okay. When this is over, I'm going to have a good time looking at it. Bill Kirschmeyer, I only bet when I get a hold of tomorrow's newspaper. That's what they call safe bet. 5 million. Do not for guys ever go to the horse tracks? Yes. Yes. Very often. Very. It depended on which track was open. But you're bound to see them there. As a matter of fact, as a young kid, my dad was working at Polk Brothers in Arlington Heights. It was right across the street from the racetrack. And we saw Tony Accardo there. My dad used to go over during his lunch break from Polk Brothers and play on the ponies. Julie M., you see 85 likes and 71 in the chat. Well, some people must have liked me and left. Okay. Big Tuna, the ambassador, wasn't that old man Joe Kennedy? I believe it was. He was an ambassador to the court of St. James. Serious Sound, your daughter had interaction with Sal DeRennis recently, but I can't tell you about it because, okay, very nice guy. That's what I'm told. I'm told he's a very nice guy. Really is. Big Tuna. Okay. Red, did you ever gamble dice, cards, sports, other things in the outfit? Cards. Cards. I played blackjack a lot. That's the way it was. And for those of you that don't know, Sally D is Sally D. DeRennis. Holman Sanders, is it safe to say Accardo was the ultimate big dog in the outfit? The ultimate big dog. I think it is, Holman. Anyway, for our era, for my era, definitely. Till the day he died. Flaming and Moon Gerard, my dad counted the cash and all the horse track money rooms. Oh, your dad worked for Parimutuel. Okay. Misty, you always come in like you never leave. Red, I like you and never leave. Thank you, Misty. God bless you. Hope things are going well. Bill Kirschmeyer, Joe Kennedy, ambassador to Court of St. James, bootlegger, hey, Flander, adulterer, overall Irish success. You said it right there. No picking on the Irish now. Big Tuna, MJ's father murdered and gambled and creates a rabbit hole. I don't know what you're talking about, guy. Norma? No, her name was Nora. Nora. Nora Schweiss. And yes, I not only met her, I sat through her father's trial with her, and she was a very threatening person. She was a very intimidating person, a very aggressive person. Nora does not like me. I don't particularly care for Nora either. Chris Wood. I used to I'm reading this just like you've said it, guy. I used to tutu Maywood and bet on Sportsman's. They had OTB then. Okay, I got you, Chris Wood. Frank Ferrero, sounds like you're checking out there, buddy. Great show, Ted. Have a great weekend. Or Red. I think you meant Red, not Ted. Until Wednesday, later. I'll see you Wednesday, buddy. It's going to be a great show. I think you're going to love it. Spirit of Justice, the stigma, meat, M-E-E-T. I don't know what you're trying to say, buddy. Rhonda Moretti, yo, Misty. You got somebody looking for you, Misty. Rhonda. Rhonda, if you haven't got your book, it should be there soon. Flavor in the Moon, Gerard. Red, do you recall the mid-70s off-track betting parlors? Called Mr. Lucky. I not only recall them, Jimmy Kozo, he owned Grandstand and Premier, and Joey had a piece of it too, Joey Lombardo. And he called me up, and there was a place on Devon Avenue, which would have been Lenny Patrick's territory, but the Grand Avenue would have kind of taken whatever they wanted. And he asked me to go in there, look at it, and operate. And I had too many things I was doing at the time, could not do it. But I knew quite a bit about the OTBs. The betting parlors were really there. As a matter of fact, we got pinched on Roscoe Avenue, the OTB there. And Vic Spalaccio was in there. And we all went out in handcuffs, including myself. And then I was cut through later. George Wilson, Misty, this is Ed from Mark's channel. How you been keeping? Oh, George, seems like everybody gets together and say hi to each other. That's great. I love it. Mr. Fuguzzi, Big Tony 815, in the history of organized crime in America, there was no one bigger than Tony Accardo, buddy. Okay. Sean Pender, ever heard of Greg? I can't even pronounce his name. I hope you spelled it right. Pulligan? No, I haven't. And I would have remembered that name too. Julie M. All the horse racing tracks around are no longer have live racing. It's all on TV. Really? I didn't know that. You miss live racing? I do too. I used to watch it, enjoyed it. I had my own horse. I had a horse on the track. Lost my license in Sportsman. Good time here with all of you. Have a great evening. See you guys later. Yeah, I guess it's time to sign off, guys. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good time. And don't forget, we got Redness Day coming up. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. God bless you.